If you're part of the 90% still trapped in the matrix, this is your final wake-up call. The system is rigged to enslave your mind, but if you watch this video to the end, you'll learn how to break its chains. By the time we're done, you'll know whether the contract method will work for you, or you might need to activate ghost mode. Most people will never live the life they dream of. That might sound brutal, but it's the truth. As kids, we all have big dreams and ambitions, yet 80% of us never turn them into reality. Why? Because we don't become the person capable of achieving them. Worse of all, most of us don't even look for the path to get there. Some dip a toe in, then back out. Others are just delusional about their goals, pointing fingers at the government or anything else to avoid facing the reality of life. It's time to stop being delusional and get intentional. What defines you as a person? Your personality. And what shapes your personality? Your thoughts, habits, emotions, and choices. Whether you like it or not, you engage in these actions every single day. They build your experiences and over time, mold your identity. What am I trying to make you understand here? That business, that life, career, family, or whatever you envision for yourself won't manifest unless you transform into the person who is capable of handling it. You have to transcend who you are now to achieve what you see in your mind. Today's world is flooded with normalized distractions that make transcension feel impossible. Transcension requires a high level of discipline. We all know this, but we subconsciously sweep it under the rug with the broom of lies we tell ourselves every day. Why did I say subconsciously? Because we don't even realize we're doing it. It's automatic, like programming. Society, the government, and the media sees to that. People who see through this programming call it the matrix. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your future, whether you become successful or not. This is why you should be aggressively desperate to take your transcension into your own hands as quickly as possible. The big question is, how do you build the discipline your transcension requires? I've discovered 3 steps that work for me, and I'll break them down for you. The first step is to make a contract agreement between you and your future self. This might sound very silly to you, but think about this for a minute. You make agreements with your landlord, employer, without hesitation, yet you're second-guessing making a contract with the most important person in your life, yourself. It's your life we're talking about here, bro. Do you really want to remain average that badly? When I signed my own contract, I started living with purpose, like I was on a mission. Every time I'm tempted to break one of its terms, it feels like I'm about to stab myself in the chest, like I'm betraying my own soul. That feeling alone keeps me in line. Now I can't guarantee this will work for everyone. My mind had already matured to a certain level before I tried it. But I firmly believe that if you have even a basic level of self-respect, this could work for you too. It totally depends on you. If you are ready to push yourself beyond your normal limits. Some of you might be wondering, Zero to Savage, what's in this contract? I want you to go into deep thinking with this for a second. Why does your employer make you sign a contract before you start a job? Because they want you to commit to the values and principles that ensure the business succeeds in the long run. They know it won't always be easy for you to follow through, so they enforce it with a contract and consequences if you default. Now, apply that to yourself. Don't you think your future self is counting on you to succeed? What values and principles do you need to uphold to achieve the success you dream of? Take a step back and look at yourself and your goals objectively. Then imagine a 2.0 version of yourself, the one who's already achieved those goals. Ask yourself, what did this upgraded version of me do to get there? What habits, skills, or traits does this 2.0 self have? Write them down. These are the capabilities you need to develop to become that version of yourself. List every single one, down to the smallest habit. Deep down, we all know what's holding us back, but we often ignore it because letting go means stepping into discomfort. For example, your contract might include things like no irresponsible sexual behavior, like watching porn or masturbation, 100% focus during work hours, no skipping of workout sessions, no social activities until I hit a specific financial milestone within 6 to 12 months. These are just examples. Your contract should reflect your life. Take time to reflect deeply, search your soul, and create a list that's uniquely yours. At the bottom of your contract, write this: I will never break this contract. I will uphold it with my life. Now, you don't need to list punishments or consequences for breaking it. Why? Because you've just vowed to uphold it with your life. That's more than enough. Now sign your contract and uphold it with your life. The second step, eliminate all distractions. In a previous video, I talked about building your defense. This is it, your shield against anything that could derail you. When you set a goal, you need to put safeguards in place. You need to stay on track and honor the contract you've made with your future self. These measures are what help you resist the temptations that threaten to pull you off course. For example, if you're trying to avoid irresponsible sexual behavior, you have to kill your lust. How? Don't take your phone to bed with you. Stop watching porn. But don't stop there. Cut out the half-naked girls dancing on social media too. Unfollow them. Better still, block them entirely. When it's time for deep work, put your phone on airplane mode or use whatever method that works for you to keep distractions at bay. To avoid skipping workout sessions, find a partner who'll hold you accountable, and you do the same for them. For financial goals, you could decide to commit to saving 20% of your income and investing 30%. No wasteful spending. I know this won't be easy. At first, it's going to feel tough, really tough. But if you stick with it, your body and mind will adapt over time. Speaking of the mind, it's the most powerful tool in the entire universe. No scientific theory can even measure its full potential. It's beyond anything you can imagine. So how do you train your mind? You start by training your physical body. You see, the physical body and mind are correlated. When you push your body past its limits, it sends signals to your mind, and that's how it grows. This is why working out is non-negotiable if you want to be monumentally successful. Think of the most successful men who are constantly crushing their goals out there. You will know that this is true. They all know that physical discipline fuels mental strength. That being said, most people know what to do, but are too lazy to act. Brilliant but lazy. Disgusting. There's a saying that goes, foolish people repeat their mistakes, average people learn from their own mistakes, and wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Don't be the fool. Don't wait for life to knock you down before you take action. Build your defense now, cut the distractions, and get to work. Step 3. Discipline, the backbone of your contract. To uphold your contract, discipline is non-negotiable. It's essential, but don't expect it to appear overnight. Discipline is like a muscle you build step by step. If you are at 0 level when it comes to discipline, begin by mastering the basics. Make your bed and tidy your room the moment you wake up. Though simple, but this will lay the foundation for consistency. Do them daily, and over time, they'll become effortless habits. Set realistic daily goals. Limit your to-do list to 2 to 4 achievable tasks. Completing these, no matter how small, builds momentum and trust in your own reliability. When you commit to something, follow through immediately. Avoid self-deception. If you repeatedly break promises to yourself, you train your mind to accept failure, even if you rationalize it with some kind of excuses. If you do the opposite, you build your mind gradually. Be completely honest with yourself at all times. If you lie to yourself, you might feel like you're coasting through life. But in reality, you're subtly conditioning your mind for failure. You often see this when people share motivational or controversial statements on their WhatsApp stories. You might assume these posts reflect their true personality, but more often, they're just trying to soothe themselves and cope with their current circumstances. True discipline isn't noisy. It's the quiet, daily work of showing up for yourself, even when no one's watching. When you are disciplined, it speaks for itself. It oozes all over your dealings with people, and they sense it. You become undeniably respected. If you followed these 3 steps and still find yourself struggling to transcend, then it's time to activate ghost mode. Ghost mode is a deep topic on its own, too big to cover here, so I'll save it for a future video. If you want me to make a video on ghost mode, drop a comment below and let me know. But I assure you, if you're serious about taking control of your life, these 3 steps alone are enough. Put them into practice. Stay consistent and watch yourself transcend right before your eyes. If you're ready to rise, prove you're not weak, show some love and smash the like button, subscribe and join the war. Until next time, stay savage.